what is going on? It's me, the Elite Ace. We are live action. You already know what it is. Here to bring you my thoughts on, yes, Dragon's Dogma 2. Man, so hear me out. I'm going to give my thoughts on the game so far, you know, my experience, and I'm going to address this whole microtransaction thing and the performance issues, etc., etc. So, of course, yes, I still own Dragon's Dogma Part 1. I had the DLC, Dark Arisen. I went through that. Good game. I couldn't wait for this. We waited, what, 11, 14, 15 years for this sequel, whatever. And I started noticing that a lot of people were giving this low scores. Now, however, I'm not one of those guys where I make my purchases based off of review scores. I don't do that. When I was younger, especially when I was a kid during the GamePro EGM days, I used to do that all the time. Like, oh man, I'm going to make this purchase based off of another person's experience, you know? That's not necessarily the way to go about things. So, let's talk about the performance issues. If you want to call 2 bugs performance issues, then I've only experienced 2 issues. And that was one, I killed the archer like a bandit. He was up top. And when he fell, he was just slowly floating down. And then the second bug, or glitch, whatever, is when I killed one of those lizards. They were like, they had like the rocky scales, you know. I killed him, and the item that came out of him, you know, it was just floating. I thought that was weird, because normally you have to go to him and hit B, you know. Well, Xbox you hit B, PlayStation probably circle, PC, who knows. So I thought that was weird. Other than that, that's it. It didn't freeze up on me. There were no mission glitches where I have to quit and save and restart the game from the title screen. It was none of that. So far my experience has been smooth. I'm having a blast with it. I'm level 46. Yeah, some of the enemies on there, the physics. Oh, I'm gonna tell you right now, out of all the Capcom games, this game has the worst physics, man. The way it's like your character just trips and falls, and he's just cumbersome, and when you get knocked down, you stay down on all fours, you're breathing. One of your pawns gotta come and pick you up. Then I hate that stupid ass wolf that comes and grabs you. He just drags you along like a rag doll. Yeah, but it's just the things you will fall over or tumble over, or the reasons you would trip or fall. It is just, it can get very frustrating. But other than that, I'm loving the game. I play it every day. So with the microtransactions, you have people on 2 sides. You have side A, oh, it shouldn't be in the game. Then you have side B, oh, what does it matter? It's single player. And I'm here to tell you, I'm on this side. Now hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. Okay, hear me out. So one of the things I noticed, all these complaints and the game getting all these review bombs, I'm like, huh, who is this mainly coming from? Listen to the word I use, mainly. I didn't say all. This is mainly coming from, yeah, the Steam boys, the PC only players. I'm like, here we go. What a surprise. From what I've been noticing for a long time, people who play games on PCs, they like, it's like they're more prone to run into crashes and bugs and issues. We all know Angry Joe. When he can, he will get, if it's on PC, he will get the PC version. I get it. For all the PC only players, or for people who also have a PC, it's like, yeah, I put all this money into this rig, this monster. Yeah, I'm gonna play this at the highest max settings because PCs can you have the best experience, the best of the best. You know, steady frames per second, yada yada yada. But every time I watch an Angry Joe review, I notice he runs into technical issues I never see. And I hear that the PC players, they're frustrated. Like, oh, it's not optimized for PC properly. Damn it. One thing you all have to understand is that a lot of these companies, not all, but a lot of them, when they're developing these games, man, for the most part, they don't mainly have PC in mind. Not off rip. They may worry about it later on down the line, which this was a little bit, you know, different for Capcom, because normally they push out their games only for PS5 or the Xbox Series X, or, you know, or even last gen. Just they focus on PlayStation and Xbox. So later on, they push out their games for PC. Like Monster Hunter World, perfect example. Look how long that took to come to PC. Same thing with Monster Hunter Rise. Look how long that took. And that's the thing, man. Man, power to you PC only players, man, because you all have to wait months, possibly years after the console version of a game has been released just for you to play it. I don't want to sit around and just wait and wait and wait and wait. And I find it funny. I hear all these, not here, but I see a lot of comments of these PC only players. They're just coming off as so thirsty for the console games. Like, oh, where we're going to get Zero Dawn. I mean, eventually that came to PC. When are we going to get God of War? When are we going to get this? When are we going to get Spider-Man? Yeah, eventually those came to PC. But I'm like, damn, what about y'all PC exclusives? Y'all shouldn't care about these console-only exclusives. Yeah, sit tight and play your PC exclusives. Now, hold on. I have nothing against PC. I grew up on PC, the OG style, keyboard and mouse. I wasn't using these console controllers on my PC. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but I was PC. I'm talking Command and Conquer to Command and Conquer, Red Alert, you know, Aliens vs. Predator. I'm talking about the first-person shooter Aliens vs. Predator, where you pick the xenomorph, the screen is black, you hit the space bar, you're starting out as a chest buster, you're busting out through the person's chest, you got to eat the bugs to heal your life, kill cats. What else? Diablo 2, Hellfire, Lord of Destruction. Yeah, I have PC history, so there's nothing wrong with PC. It's just, damn, people are complaining about the performance issues, and you really don't hear console players complain about the performance issues. So it's a choice and a trade-off. What was that, Batman Arkham City or Batman Arkham Asylum, when it finally came to PC? I get it. Their PC owners would probably think like, oh, this is about to look immaculate. You know, steady frame rate, best visuals, it's going to run like water. And it ran like trash. It did. So, in terms of the performance, I had no issues at all. Now, with these microtransactions, you have to understand, it is a single-player game. I have seen this debate go on since this game has been released. I've seen so many YouTube videos on it. People are talking about it on Twitter/X. They're talking about it on Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. Everywhere. But I find it funny that the amount of frustration and hate and pushback that this game is getting, you know, for the microtransactions. Where was all of this with Devil May Cry 5? Now, yes, you can actually look it up right now. There are people, you know, showing dislike and concern about Devil May Cry 5 having microtransactions for the first time ever, and it did seem out of place and unnecessary because it was pointless. I agree, having microtransactions in a single player game, or a period, you know, for the most part, it is pointless. However, I can understand why they do it. So with the majority of people, aka the Steam boys, who are complaining about this, you got to ask yourself, how does this affect your gameplay? How does this affect your experience? Because so far playing this, you can't even tell that this game has microtransactions. And I don't feel the need to actually go and buy something with my real life money, because everything you can get on a microtransactions list, you can get in game. You can get in game, so what's the point? You know what's a real issue is when it's microtransactions play to win, when it's PvP. I will never forget when For Honor came out, you had people who had money to blow and waste. They just upgraded their character to the max, and it was just going to PvP whooping ass. Now that's cheap and that is unfair in my opinion. You know, so that's where the real issue lies. But this, come on now. The ones who are complaining about it the most, I'm gonna say it again, it's the PC people, the Steam boys. Why does it matter when it's single player only? So I'm gonna tell you some of the reasons why it matters. I hear this from the PC guys, you know, mainly the other YouTubers, you know, who spoke about this. They say, oh, it makes the game more grindy, you know, because they designed it to where it's so grindy, you don't want to grind that much, or you lose the interest or drive or motivation. And just looking at seeing how you can buy, I could, you know, spend like $5 or 99 cents to get this. They want to make that seem more enticing. So here's the funny thing about that. They make it seem more grindy. So most of these PC players, these streamers, period, but it's mainly these PC streamers on YouTube, you know, the ones that just basically live in their bedroom. You know, bedroom looks a mess. They got that give up on life, struggle lumberjack beard, hair everywhere, look like they just reek, out of shape, just everyday, just the basic stereotypical PC player, you know. They will grind their ass off on all those other games, all those other MMOs. They will sit there even with a piss bottle Like, they'll sit there for hours and hours and hours. Don't get it twisted. I play the game every day. Sometimes for a couple hours my damn self. But they're complaining about it being more grindy. Come on now. Like, these are the same guys. Most of them. They don't go on dates. They don't go to the gym. They don't work out at home. They don't have no girlfriends. They're not getting no ass. They don't have no family. You have nothing but time but the grind. So what are you talking about more grindy? And if you ask me, so far, I'm enjoying the world. It's not like it's a boring world or it's uninteresting or the combat is stale and dull to where you don't want to grind. You know, it's not like the game sucks to where it's like, man, grinding on here, it's just, let me go. You know, I have so much gil on here. To you, this may not be a lot, but I have over 200,000 gil. You know, I travel. Now, I do use the ox carts. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. People was complaining about the fast travel. Yeah, those fast travel stones, 10,000 gold, but you come across so many things to sell on this game. So many side missions that reward you with gold. So many treasure chests that reward you with gold. So many enemies you kill, when you examine them, they drop gold. So to me, gold isn't an issue. Buying these items in game isn't an issue. Finding old weapons, sell it. I'll never forget, I was playing one time, one treasure chest opened up, 3,200 gear. Oh, cool. Killing enemies. That's one enemy dropped 500. Another goblin dropped 600. I'm like, damn, I'm just stacking up, stacking up, stacking up. And a lot of the items you get to enhance your weapons, at some point, you start to get weapons so powerful that those old little items that you get from orcs and stuff to enhance your weapons, they're irrelevant. So anything I get from them, I sell it. So this whole thing about, oh, well, it's going to be too grindy, we have to do too much. No. Either you've never played Dragon's Dogma before, or you're getting lazy as a gamer. I don't know what to tell you. And this is another thing people need to think about. And I get it. A lot of the PC players, a lot of gamers, they don't consider this. Look here. A lot of us, we don't live the old life like we used to. Some of us actually went ahead and started a family. Some have multiple hobbies, or some have a career. Some have kids, a wife, you know, or some's dealing with multiple women, some be in the gym, you know, so they don't necessarily have the time like they used to, you know. I get it. I'm not knocking streamers. I understand that's your job. You guys got a lot of money, more money than me, you know. I get it. You know, shouts out to you. I would never hate on a fellow gamer making money for playing games, you know. Salute to you. But yeah, you got guys out there, they don't have the time. So unfortunately, they will spend their real life money on these microtransactions. And where that is a bad thing, I get it from your perspective. You know, the guys who are on the opposite side from me. All those purchases made is letting the company know, oh yeah, see, it's working. Yeah, let's continue to do it. Oh, this month, yeah, look at that. We made $300 extra just in microtransactions alone. That's letting them know, yeah, we're going to keep doing this. And I've actually heard that before. 8 billion gajillion years ago, when I used to go to barbershops, I actually heard a guy say that. Yep. He actually said, I don't have time to play games anymore like I used to. And he actually goes for microtransactions and just, that's what he does. And this is the third type of person. You know who does it? Was the second or third? Anyway, I promise you, nobody even thought of this, what I'm here to say. Maybe some people, I don't know, but I haven't seen it in a YouTube video. You actually have YouTubers who upload, you know, combos of characters, cutscenes, things like that. So you will literally have a YouTuber, somebody that will, let's take Devil May Cry 5 for example. I forget the name of it, but with Nero, V, and Dante, possibly Virgil, you could, it costs, I think, over 1 million orbs. I think over 1 million orbs. They do some kind of dance taunt or dance number, I don't know, but it costs a lot. And just seeing that, it's like, wait, what? I'm not gonna grind to get that. Even grinding to get that, that's not even worth it. So they do some kind of dance or taunt or some kind of dance move. So what is this? What do people do? They will actually buy those orbs, spend a real life money, buy those orbs, unlock that move, upload on YouTube, get views, monetize it, bam, now they're getting money. So that little bit of money they spent on a microtransactions, they just quadrupled that. I promise you right now, if you search Devil May Cry 5, Dante dance or something. Look how many views get. Not the Michael Jackson one when the hat went on his head, but the unlockable dance, whatever it's called. But you know what I'm talking about. People actually do that. Or they probably bought all the orbs and bought his whole combo list and made a video showing all his moves, you know, in action, you know. Or by doing that, he had like a maxed out Dante, a maxed out V, and having something like V gameplay, no damage, because he's maxed out. But he did it because he spent real life money buying those microtransactions. So you got people who do that as well. So yeah, that is just the crazy thing, man. It does not affect the game. Had they left it out, to you it probably been less grindy. But so far, I'm enjoying the game. So let me know what you all think. Do you all feel that microtransactions only matter in single player games or multiplayer games? And do you want Capcom and game companies to stop it over? Oh yeah, real quick, damn it. Even with the latest Assassin's Creed, I did an unboxing of that, or unpackaging of that. They have microtransactions in there. Where's all the hoo-ha? That's why I just find it funny. This got some of the most pushback for having microtransactions out of all the other games that came before it. They had microtransactions. But I think it was mainly due to how it started out with the performance issues. And I think I could be getting it wrong. The YouTubers who had early access to the game or had the demo to the game, I could be getting it wrong. I think they were told by Capcom not to mention they have microtransactions, or the YouTubers, they deliberately just went about it by not mentioning the microtransactions. So let me know down below. So again, I'm liking the game. No issues. I don't care about the microtransactions. Hey, if you don't like grindy games, just don't buy these type of games where you have to grind. It's plain and simple. So that's all I have for this video today, Elites. Give me your thoughts, comments, and concerns. Thank you all for watching. It's me, the Elite Ace, signing out.